Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Beat the Book. I am your boy BigAL, joined as always by my partner in crime, MattyBets. Matt, how are you doing this fine evening?
Doing great, man. We got a great game for all the viewers out there. A great game for us as the bettors, as you guys, as the co-bettors here on this channel. It's gonna be a really exciting game. I'm really stoked to talk about it. I want to see where you're at on the line, all that. But yeah, I got good feeling about this video and about this game.
Okay. Yeah, obviously, guys, this is Monday Night Football. We got the Bengals taking on the Cowboys in Jerry's World in Dallas. The spread is set at DraftKings, at least. It's -5.5 for the Bengals. The over-under set at 49.5. So their book's expecting kind of a high-scoring game, and then they expect the Bengals to, take care of business. You got Cooper Rush, CeeDee Lamb, all the boys, and then you obviously have Joe and T and Jamar, and that team that's just been a wagon and scoring tons of points. Matt, what are your leans on this game and how you see it playing out?
Okay, so like you said, Bengals score a ton of points and they still lose. And that's because their defense is awful. So I'm definitely on the over in this game. I think the Cowboys, Cooper Rush isn't the best quarterback, but the weapons that he has on the team, they should still be able to score a ton of points against this Bengals defense, which is just non existent. They let everybody score on them, do whatever they want to against them. So, like the over in this game, I am to be on the Bengals on the spread, though. I like the Bengals -5.5. We have the same line, same everything on DraftKings for you, and then over here on FanDuel for me. So no difference there. I like the Bengals at -5.5. I just think that their offensive firepower is going to be a little bit more than what the Cowboys can bring. Even though the Cowboys are at home, I like them to win here by a touchdown, maybe 10 points.
Okay, I am in lockstep with you there. I'm also on the over. It was easy. I was like, if it's not 55 points, I'm on the over, and I'm also on the Bengals. I like the Bengals just in general, but Joe Burrow's on a tear right now. So, and the Cowboys, I mean, they're a bottom feeder team this year. Like they have good players, but they're not. I don't see them like you can beat up a Giants team. Congratulations, but the difference with the Giants and the Bengals can go score 40 points pretty easily. The Giants can't. So that's why you're dunking on a Giants team. The win records look similar when you look at the Bengals and the Giants, but the skill on the field much different.
Yeah, the performance is a lot different when you compare those two teams. The record's the same, but the performance is night and day difference. Where the Bengals, you've seen them, drop 40 points. Like you haven't really seen the Giants do that at all this year. So
Right. There's no Giants game where they're going toe to toe with the Ravens twice. You know what I mean?
Yep, exactly.
So, all right, let's jump into the 4-pick parlay segment of the video, guys. We pick 4 prop picks from the game. We give those out to you guys. We try to keep the odds anywhere from +500 to +2,000. Matt, what do you got for me with your 4-pick?
All right, so like you said, think it's gonna be a great game. Think it's gonna be a high-scoring game. So Joe Burrow in there, 3+ passing touchdowns. His line's pretty juiced just because he normally throws 2 a game. So we're gonna take him for 3. We're gonna take a little bit of the retrait there, but I still love it. It's against the Cowboys. Cowboys have nothing to play for, just like the Bengals, but the Bengals are still playing hard. So then we got T. Higgins, 6+ catches. He is Joe Burrow's favorite receiver on the team. We knew that a couple weeks ago. That all came out. Just great to hear, especially a fantasy football owner with T. Higgins. Love hearing that. Then we're gonna go Rico Dowdle, 60+ rushing yards. Like we said, Bengals defense sucks. If the Cowboys kind of want to run the ball a little bit, they are definitely going to be able to. So we like Rico Dowdle there for 60+. And then we got Mike Gesicki at 25 receiving yards. He's the number 1 tight end over there. They kind of like him throwing him the ball. He kind of has a hit or miss games every week. So we're just going to hope that there's a hit, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Got to go to everybody, not just 2 people. So like him there for 25. That pays out plus 11.16.
Wow, really?
Yeah, we got that thing up to 11.
That's crazy.
Right there. Yeah. Watch, you're gonna have one that's like plus 2,000, and you're like, oh, it's crazy. It's plus 1,100. Wow, yeah, here we go. Look at him breathing with excitement.
Mine is no, mine's exactly 1,100.
Oh, okay. So a little,
which is actually kind of funny.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I also have Burrow for 3 touchdowns. I also have Burrow for 300+ passing yards. I don't think Dallas's secondary is anything to brag about, and it's Joe Burrow. He's got, he's leading the league in touchdowns. He's leading the league in yards. He should, like, unless they, rip him for having a bad record, he's on track. I think like he should be up there for MVP, but I think they're going to dock him for losing games because the MVP, they want that to be a winning team, right? Then you got CD Lamb. I've got him at 80 yards receiving, and then I have T Higgins at 60 yards receiving, and that is my my 4-pick parlay. That pays out, like I said, plus 1100.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, the Burrow to throw 300 is probably. Do you remember if that was even money or not?
Oh, it was definitely plus money.
Okay, definitely
His
plus
line
money.
set at 279, I believe.
Okay, cool. So you're getting a little bit of plus money right there. Yeah, the three
Yep, and then
touchdowns. I
same
mean,
with
you're
the 3
getting.
touchdowns.
Yeah, you're getting plus like 200, I think, for that one.
Yeah, it's
Or at
pretty
least
close to
I
that.
was.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that. I
And
like
then
CD
Lamb,
for the 80. Yeah.
yeah, he's since Cooper Rush, this is gonna be like Rush's 4th game, I think. And since he took over, first couple games were a struggle. Since then, Lamb's gotten more consistent. So and like we said, the Bengals defense has not been good. So I like Lamb to go off, and then I just didn't want to take 100 yards and then have him be at 80 freaking 9 or 98, and then we not hit it. And then Higgins for 60 just seemed like a no brainer. Chase's numbers are always going to be super, way up there before you start to get a good deal on it, and Higgins can pick up 100 just as easy as Jamar can.
Yeah, for sure. It's just about the scheme and the play calling. But I mean, they kind of run same routes. Like you see, 1 week it's Jamar Chase 280 plus or two like 70-yard touchdowns, and then the next week it's T Higgins 60-yarder, T Higgins 40-yarder. So it's kind of
Right.
just depending on what they come with. But I like in this game, I like them both to go off. So I'm fine with either of them, T Higgins
Agreed.
and Jamar Chase there.
Agreed. Jamar's having a great year as well. I mean, he's leading in receiving and in touchdowns. And unfortunately for them, they just can't freaking win a game.
Yeah, exactly. It has to be defeating when you're like, we're playing
It's so
great, like
sad.
we're playing great football. We're playing better offense than anybody else, but our defense just sucks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what the situation looks like as far as them being able to get a wild card spot, but I don't think it looks good because I think they only have 4 wins still. And last week would have been a big one if they could have beat the Steelers, but unfortunately you lose that game by 6 points, and it's like that's all she wrote. I feels like they're pretty much done because there's only 4 games left after this week.
Yeah, so they could go to
So
8 wins, but
is that enough to
or I
get in?
guess if they're at 4 wins, they could get because there's 4 more after this 15, 16, 17, and 18, so they could get up to 9 wins, which actually might be enough if they could win out.
That would be wild. Like we've been saying for weeks at this point. I've been saying it a lot this season. It's like nobody wants to see this hot of a Joe Burrow in the playoffs. Like even if you know their defense is soft, and even if you know that you're going to be able to score a bunch on them, you don't want to see Joe Burrow in the playoffs because you get stopped one time, he goes down, another touchdown. Like they just score so many points.
Yeah, it was like
So
Mahomes a couple years ago. Like nobody wanted to play
yeah,
against him because it's like, yeah, they could like you could score on them and all that, but it's like there can be 2 minutes left, they're down by 14, and they can still come back and win the game. So, hmm
yeah, like that Super Bowl run where they came from behind every game, bing, 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 down 20-3 at halftime, and then Mahomes comes back, wins the game, comes back, wins the game. It's like Joe could do the same thing if the defense could find a way to get some stops. So,
yeah.
yeah, but this should be a fun game. So anyway, let's hop into touchdown scores, Matt.
All right, we think there's gonna be a lot of them here, so we're gonna give you the three that we normally do. I'm giving you a reach play too, and I love it too. And I mean, let
Okay.
me know in the comments if you guys don't, but I mean, I love these picks this week. So first off, we're going Chase Brown. He's minus 185. He's the favorite here in this game. He's just their guy. Like he's actually, in my opinion, he's not that great of a running back, but for whatever reason, he's just been blowing up the last couple weeks. So I love him to keep doing what he's been doing. I'll take the minus money on him just because I'm pretty sure, like almost like I'm like 90% sure he's getting in the end zone this week. That's how confident I am in it. And then we got T Higgins obviously at plus 130, and then CD Lamb plus 150. Not much to say there. I mean, T Higgins is the dog over there. Like besides Chase, obviously Chase is on a different level than everybody else in the league right now. But T Higgins is the number 2 there, and he's great whenever he's out there on the field. CD Lamb, not much to say about him. Top receiver in the league, one of them at least. Let's clarify that. And then, I mean, yeah, quarterback's questionable, but I mean, he's still the number 1, still does his thing. And then last, our reach pick is Mike Gesicki at plus 350. Love that right there. Gesicki, he's kind of like that one guy, kind of like the Kelsey, where it's like, you're 5 yards away. You don't really want to run the ball, or it's third and goal from the 5. You're just going to throw the ball to the biggest guy on the field. So give him Gesicki there for an easy 5-yard touchdown.
Okay. I will say to your point about Higgins, I think we would both agree if Higgins is on any other team, he's going to be the WR1. It's just because Jamar Chase is there that he's not the one. Like, He's a beast, and he's missed 5 games this season, which could lead to some of the reasons they've struggled so much and they haven't won as many games. It feels like every time he's on the field, they win a game. And
Yep. I
obviously, they
mean,
didn't win against the Steelers, but the Steelers are the Steelers. I mean, they're a team that only lost what? They have 2 losses
hmm or
or 3 now
two or
because of
three now.
that
Yeah.
loss. Yeah, but yeah, no, Higgins is a beast. We both love T Higgins. All right, so for my 3, I have 2 of the 4 that you brought in here. I've got Mike Gesicki also. You get way better numbers over there on FanDuel. He's only plus 225 over on DraftKings, so maybe they know
Oh.
something you. Then I got T Higgins also at plus 130, same number. And then I took Brandon Cooks at plus 285. A little bit of a reach, kind of. It's better odds than I thought I would get for him. So I just think CeeDee Lamb's gonna be running all over the place. This Bengals defense isn't good. They could lose Brandon Cooks, and he's a Super Bowl champion. He's played a lot of football, and he's always been kind of just a speedster. So if he gets on the outside and Cooper Rush can find him, I like him to get open.
Okay, yeah, I like those. Like, I mean, I can't not like them. I mean, you got 2 of the same ones that I do, and then I don't mind the Brandon Cooks play. Like, I think, like we both know, and like everybody watching this knows too, if you guys are actually following football and you're not just blindly betting, it's the Bengals defense sucks, so people are going to score on them. And I mean, I could see 3 or 4 different touchdown scores for obviously the Cowboys in this game. So I don't mind
Right.
taking Brandon Cooks. I don't think it'll be CeeDee Lamb gets all 3 or CD has 3 and Rico Dowdle has 2. I don't see that happening. I see him spreading the ball around, especially with Cooper Rush. He's not just going to target one guy. The ball's going to get passed around everywhere.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for this video. We're both excited for Monday Night Football. Obviously, we had a great week of football. Packers Lions to start it off, and the whole Sunday slate of games, and then obviously last night with I guess not last night, but Sunday night with Chargers Chiefs. So we get to cap it off with this one. It's not a barn burner because both these teams have terrible records, but it should be high scoring. It should be fun. I think we're both looking forward to it, right, Matt?
Oh, for sure. Can't wait. It should be a really exciting game. Like you said, should be very high scoring, electric. Just yeah, not many playoff implications here, unless the Bengals can make some magic happen and win out. But I mean, we got a long way to go for that to happen.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, good luck out there betting. Protect the bag as always. Beat the book, and we will catch you guys in the next video.